here. Come here quickly. I'm in dire need of your assistance. What the hell do you want? Just look at her over there. Who? Who, you ask? Who? Is it not apparent of who I speak? Is her beauty not visible to thine eyes? Does her countenance not violently stir the deep dark waters of thine soul? I assume you're talking about the, well, forgive me for this, fox over that way? Not a fox per se, rather a kitsune. A fox spirit, one could say. Just put it simply, if somewhat inelegantly. Oh, in that case, no. I see, then it is just I on whom she has this intoxicating effect? That sounds about right. Anyway, do you really need help? I hope for your sake you didn't call me over here for this shit. Oh, yes. As you have no doubt surmised, I do indeed love this woman. J. Lindsay is her name. Unfortunately, she is unaware of these feelings I hold for her. I have written her this poem, you see, and I was wondering if you gentlemen could deliver it to her. I have tried time after time, but alas, I choke each time without fail. So if you could walk over there and over to her and say it's for me, I would really appreciate it, sirs. Sure, I would be glad to help. Barkley's not happy. Thank you so much. Just take it over to her in return. I'll have a reward for you when you come back. It's not much, but we don't have anything of particular worth here in Cesspool X. But I have some Neo shekels saved up. I hope that will do. We appreciate your generosity, Eric. And I yours. At any rate, here's the poem. Got one poem. Are you fucking kidding me, Balthios? We don't have time for this shit. It's a damn love letter from a snail. If I recall, even a certain man with a far thicker shell than he wrote a few love letters in his time. Fine. Let's get this over with. Hurry up. Sure, but first, are you wondering at all how the poem goes? Nope. It just fascinates me anthropologically. How exactly is a love letter between a man surgically altered to become a snail and a woman altered to become a fox written? If Charles, I decided to say, open it, you wouldn't... I am not going to tell the damn snail. I wonder if it reads like he talks. Stir the deep dark waters of your soul and all that shit. Just listening to him talk was bad enough. Well, here we go then. Perfect was our love, true is our passion. One touch from your beautiful hands left me feeling smashing. Tough break. Your snail friend's fucked. Charles, we need to do something. We cannot allow her to receive this letter. It's what he wrote. It's on him. Let's go. I can't do that, Charles. We are in a bit of a hurry, however. So if that's what you would like to do, so be it. Deliver the letter. I just think it would be a bit needlessly cruel. I was thinking we could help Eric out. I do not wish to tell him we read this poem, and if he could entirely avoid the conversation regarding its quality, I think that it would be for the best. I was thinking that perhaps we could rewrite his poem for him. It would not be difficult to write something better than this, but it's up to you. Yeah, we can rewrite the poem. Damn it, I guess I'll rewrite it. If I didn't, you just bring it up some more shit about me writing poems for Maureen, huh? Perhaps. That's good, though. First thing we should do is ask the kitsune some questions, find out what her interests are, her likes and dislikes. Let's see. Grr, wolf. You're Jay Lindsay, right? Yes, that's me. And what's your name? Barkley. And this is Balthios. Well, hello then, Barkley. Hello, Balthios. Welcome to... Why didn't they introduce the robot? Welcome to Cesspool X. It's a tiny little town, but I hope you guys enjoy it here as much as we do. Thank you. We appreciate that. Listen, we're new here and wanted to get to know some people in town. Can we maybe ask you a few questions and see what you're all about? Sure thing. I love getting to know people. Great. Okay then. Barkley here will ask you a few questions. Bring them on. Okay. Excuse me. So questions we can ask is, what are your interests? How would you describe yourself? How do you like Cesspool X? Let's do describe yourself. What am I like? That's a tough one. Just kidding. I am like a person that likes animals. A lot. Back when I was Norm like yourself, way back before the B-ball knot, I worked at a zoo. It was a really nice one. I felt so bad about the animals being in cages, but I just loved them so much, and it was the only place I could see them. So in retrospect, I am definitely sorry about working there and perpetuating that terrible industry of animal slavery. But I loved working there while I was working there because I love animals. I loved them so much because they had me clean up the droppings from animal cages because I was the only one who loved animals enough to do that. So there you go. That's what I'm like. What are your interests? I think I'm interested in what most of my friends here are interested in. Animals. I love animals so much. As you can see, I even want to become one. That's how much I love animals. I love petting animals and talking to animals and being nearby animals. Also, I'm a kitsune, so I enjoy hunting animals. I do not eat them. I am a strict vegetarian. I love animals too much, but I am a foxy, and what foxies love to do is hunt. So I try to find little animals and sneak up on them and pounce on them and wrestle with them, and then let them go. I love animals so much I even love hunting animals. Nicely, though. How do you like Cesspool X? How do I like Cesspool X? The question should be how do I love Cesspool X? And I would say a lot. I love Cesspool X because there's nobody to hurt us down here. And I also love it because there are so many people like me down here. People like Frank and Zoltar and Chip, and like Eric. People that share my ideas and viewpoints and passions, but most of all, I love Cesspool X because so many people down here are really, really good friends. Thank you, Jay Lindsay. You've been a great help. You're welcome. Helping is one of this kitsune's favorite things to do. I hope this information was enough to write a halfway decent poem. Let's retire somewhere and compose this. Is that Jabberjaw? That's a weird thing to use. Hurry up, you've been writing for an hour. Patience, Barkley. Good art takes time. I might as well show you what I have, however. Here you are. Hark, I call upon thee, Muse, to grant me thus this ability. Of all great bards that is to use your gifts in poetry. O Muse, grant me words as that I need, to speak of such beauty as she. I am in bondage, aching to be freed by the beauty I speak of. Jay Lindsay. Honestly, Balthios, this is probably worse than left me feeling smashing. I haven't written in a while. I apologize. Don't worry. If we can just fill it with that shit we learned she's into, she'll probably like it more than the other one. I hope so. Anyways, after this, I have a few fragments I need some help with. I have the beginnings of some lines, but you need to make suggestions for the ends. Data analysis complete. Huh? What are you going on about, Vince? I have compiled the information gathered from Jay Lindsay, ready to assist in poem creation. You actually listened to us talk about that shit? Correct. Vince, can you step away for a moment? Affirmative. Barkley, I don't mean to put Vince down or anything, but what now? He's a robot, Barkley. I don't think he knows anything about love, so take any of his suggestions with a grain of salt. Whatever, let's get this over with already. Alright, Vince, any suggestions you have are appreciated. Here's the first part. I ask that she envelops my fragile heart, and with her magic mends its cracks. I ask that we grow old, never apart, and that's where I'm stuck, so tell me what you like here. And that she lets me protect her from attacks, caresses my body to help relax, with her hands massages my back. Vince's advice, enjoys hunting small prey. We're gonna do that. Yeah, and that she enjoys hunting small prey. You do remember that little talk we had earlier. Just do it. Okay then. Now after the first three stanzas, A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, and E, F, E, F, I will, as is fitting, according to the hallowed traditions of the post-cyber apocalyptic sonnet, conclude with two couplets of GG and HH. I really don't give a damn about how your poetry works. Go ahead. Never before have I met one so fair, or who lives so freely without a care, is so fearless towards any dare, has such beautiful flaxen hair. Vince's advice, does not mind animal feces too much. That's the one. Yeah, or who does not mind animal feces too much. I think Vince does not understand the fine art of subtlety. It's good enough for me. Fine. Okay, finally, this is the last line. More than wonders of the world, I love her majestic, like flags unfurled. So she could be duked or earled when she danced and twirled. Vince's advice, and her friends in Cesspool X. That's what we're going for. That doesn't flow with the previous line at all, but it doesn't look like you're too enthusiastic about thinking up other lines. You got that right. I suppose we're finished. Are you happy with the way the poem is? We can start over and go through the lines again if you like. Yes, let's go through the poem again. Nah, it's fine as it is. Nah, it's fine. If it's all, we should deliver it to Jay Lindsay now. Hi, it's you again. What brings you back? I was told to deliver this. It's a poem. It's from the Snail. It's from Eric? Yeah, Eric the Snail. Read it. This, oh my god, it's like he knows me even better than I know myself. He says I love animals, and he's right. I do love animals, and I don't mind cleaning up after them, and I love my friends here. I can't believe this. Has he felt like this all this time? How could I have been so blind? Eric, I'm coming. Charles Barkley, love doctor. Eric, Jay Lindsay, your poetry. Yes, my love, 'twas I, the author of that poem. It was beautiful. I just read it and I just felt like finally somewhere out there was someone who was really understood me. I've gone through my whole life being misunderstood, being rejected, and here I am at last with someone who loves me and loves me for me. And Eric, when I read this, enough. I have written you a poem and you have expressed your gratitude, but the time for words is now past. The present is a time for action. I have a room prepared for us at the end, shall we? Oh, Eric. Eric's gonna want to smash. You gotta be kidding me, The Snail left without giving us a reward. If I ever see that punk again, I'll slam him so hard. Well, I'm at least happy they're together. There are some rewards that aren't material, Charles. Goddamn animal people. Oh, Barkley. What's this? What's this? A zobber. The Snail must have dropped it as he retired to his love nest with Jay Lindsay. The zobber surges with the power of snails. Got one snail zobber. Balthios learned snail zobber. Let's see here. Equip Balthios ice zobber. This zobber is imbued with the power of snails. I have a feeling that's gonna be bad, even though the stats are super good. This pig is definitely from RPG Maker. Guthrie. Hello, travelers. Ah, that look on your face. You must be wondering why I have a full armory here in our village. While all of us endorse and encourage nonviolent methods of dealing with conflict, there are many above ground who do not share our views. Every few months we'll get a raid from the surface. Usually they don't cause too much trouble. A few rocks or bottles thrown. Maybe a few of us will go to bed with bruises. Every once in a while, however, their hatred will be too great, their attacks too violent. On more than one occasion, these weapons you see here saved our lives. It's regrettable that we must use them, and clearly against our principles. But to save the life of one of my brothers and sisters here in the sewers, to save the life of one of my comrades, if it comes to that, I'd gladly give up those principles. It pains me to think that I might ever have to hurt any living being, but everyone here is family to me. I would do anything to protect them, even if it meant taking up arms. In the meantime, though, I suppose I'll just pray it never comes to that. It's a very chatty NPC. Hey, don't go in there. It's not for you, Norms. Quick Draw McGraw. Welcome, huh? We need them for weapons, huh? We need them for the Norms. I guess you need them for the sewers or the tomb off the newcomer's place. Anyway, I got what you want. Alright, so let's buy some stuff for us. So, we need 2 spiked B-balls. There's a time zobber. That's for the dwarf that I'll get eventually. Need 1 of those. 2 of those. Buy 1 of those. That's it then, Scram. I've got nothing else for you. Alright, let's equip this stuff real quick. Already getting rid of LeBron James's ball, I guess. That boosts your guard. I'm not going to put that on the Barkley right now. Trench coat. and Vinspot. Alright. That should be good. Let's go up here. It's funny how far away the best day of my life seems from here. What's that supposed to mean? Look at this place. It's a shithole, literally. They said you should never be afraid to be yourself. But I guess that's only if you're like them. I wasn't like them at all. And look where I am now, hiding from my life in the sewers. But you know what? I hid just as much when I was back up there. But I wasn't hiding from them. I was hiding from myself. You know what? I'd rather be hiding from them than from me. Does that make any sense to you? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let me ask you something, Charles. What are you? Me? I'm Charles Barkley. I know that, but what are you? What are you deep down in the core of your soul? A baller. But when was the last time you played b-ball? Back before the purge. That was 12 years ago, Charles. I guess you're not really a baller then. You shut the fuck up. You have no right to say that shit. That's my point, though. Down here, I can always be who I really am. A turkey. Doesn't really look like a turkey. It looks more like a dinosaur, but, you know, whatever. I can always be who I really am, a turkey, and no one can stop me. Sure, I'm hiding from them, but I'm not hiding from myself. You're hiding from yourself. Every day you hear the gentle calling of that bumpy orange ball. You hear Spaulding quietly beckoning you, Barkley, bounce me. But you don't. You don't because of them. B-ball's in your blood, Barkley. But you don't admit it because they don't want you to. You're hiding from yourself. You're wrong. So be it, Barkley. Maybe I am. There's also a Yogi Bear here. For more copyright infringement. His name's Chip, though. See that dog in Nikes over there? I've only seen him talk out of character OOC once. He sure loves his bones, though. I bet if you got him a really delicious bone, he'd talk to you. Maybe he'd even give you those sweet kicks. Those Nikes? I gotta get those Nikes. I need to find a bone. You can stay if you want, just don't shed all over the bed, Norm. No dice. How's my HP and stuff? Actually, yeah, I'll stay. Is there a save point around here? Yep, speak of the devil. The differences between Japanese and American VidCon consumers are as blatant as the differences between Season 1 and 2 of Otomoe wa Boku ni Koishiteru, a nod to my feller Otome wa Boku ni Koishiteru enthusiasts. Sorry, that was fucking horrible Japanese. Whereas the Japanese VidCon consumer is informed and discriminating in his or her purchases and endeavors, his American counterpart acts as a foil, stumbling blindly through the VidCon department at Kmart, groping for the first VidCon with enough explosions or memories on the cover to slake their slavering, decidedly non-intellectual lusts. Their hunger for Western garbage such as Madden and Halo is fueled by an almost subhuman ignorance that is as profound in the rest of their lives as it is their choosing of VidCons. This disgusting display of American mass stupidity is no doubt the result of Christian indoctrination, adding another point on the list of reasons why the Japanese are more intelligent than the West, as contemptuous Western culture has left its people a little more than Swiss cheese brains and an unquenchable urge for repeat football VidCons. Alright guys, well it's late here, I'm going to stop there. We'll pick it up and finish Cesspool X next time, alright? See you guys then. Peace.